G'day Crystal Groovers, happy Friday. It is Sage of Stones coming at you as promised with the second installment for September's new inventory video. As you might recall, I received a pretty decent sized order at the start of the month, which I recorded a video for. I will link to it up in the top right hand corner of your screen. But I also mentioned in that video that I was waiting on a massive order to arrive, and it has certainly arrived, and I've spent the last week unboxing, inventorying, pricing it all, and I have a portion of it laid out on the table here in front of you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you an overview of everything that we have on the table, and then I will go through each of the pieces individually for you. Apologies to those of you that are familiar with my videos for having to listen to this again, but for those new followers, thank you first of all for joining me. I appreciate you. If you see anything you like, guys, the best thing to do is to pause the video, take a screenshot and circle the piece or the pieces that you're interested in, and then send me that picture via a DM on one of my social media channels or by email. Let me give you the details of those. I am by far and away most active and most likely to reply the fastest on my Twitter or X account, as it's now known. I am at Sage of Stones there. I am also at Sage of Stones on Instagram and TikTok, and you can DM me on either of those. I do have a Facebook business page, which is facebook.com/Sage of Stones. You can also DM me there. Failing all of that, you can email me at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at sageofstones.com. So again, if you see something you like that has to come home with you, pause the video, take a screenshot, circle the piece, and send it off to me, and I will give you the details. I can provide you with more pictures, more videos, more information about anything that you see on the table. I have created crystal information sheets for almost every stone that I sell. So if you're interested in the properties of these stones, let me know and I can hook you up with that as well. So with all that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you an overview of all the stones on the table in front of us here, and then we'll take a closer look at them all. Okay guys, let's dive in here with this brief overview, flyover. You may hear thunder outside. It's just started to storm. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued for my part of Central Florida here. So you might get some cool ambient thunder sounds while you look at this glorious selection from our Mother Earth. So many amazing pieces in this order, guys. Seriously, like, it took me 3 full 12-hour days of just unboxing and inventorying and pricing everything before I got it all squared away. But it was absolutely 100% worth it. Look at all that bling. Can you hear the thunder? And of course, I just happened to glance at the time on the video, and what do you think the time read? Right as I did that, the very second I did that. If you know me, then you'll know the answer was 1:11. All day, every day, all the time, guys. It's crazy. I see the 11s all the time since 1997, when I had my spiritual awakening. I have seen 1111 and 111 and other kinds of repeating numbers constantly, but especially the 11s. It's been nuts. Now again, guys, this is just new inventory. Do not make the mistake of assuming that this is all the crystals that I have. This is just my new stock that arrived last week. And this isn't even all of that. So once I'm done shooting this video, guys, I'm gonna pull everything off this table and I'm gonna set another table up with the remaining stuff from that order. All right, so there's your overview, guys. Let's jump in and take a closer look at all this delicious crystal goodness. Let's kick it off in the middle here, guys, with these gorgeous Himalayan salt lamps. So I've got two of these angels. The angels are over 6 pounds each. All three of these lights come with the bulb and also the power cord, and they have dimmer switches as well. These are not USB powered. These will plug into your wall outlets. So again, the angels are over 6 pounds each. And this gorgeous chakra design here, it's a big, thick disc. That's over 10.5 pounds. So Himalayan salt, guys, gorgeous lamps on dimmer switches, plug into your power outlet, not to your USB. All right, let's scoot over to the left to these amethyst cathedrals. Gorgeous big amethyst cut bases. I've got dozens of these in various sizes right now. I just picked out 4 of my largest ones. So this one at the back here, you can see it's got some gorgeous big thick points through it. It weighs 12.135 pounds or 5,505 grams. So over 5.5 kilos for that one at the back. This one here is really unique. It's got this nice big clump of calcite growing in it. This one is over 11 pounds and again over 5 kilos. This next one here is a darker amethyst with some really cool kind of caves and stuff in it. That one weighs over 10.5 pounds, which is just over 4,700 grams, so just shy of 5 kilos. And then this one here is a lighter purple, really cool shape, looks like a mountain. I love this piece. This one weighs 7.365 pounds or 3,340 grams, so almost 3.5 kilograms on that one. Then we move into these beautiful septarian druzy eggs. So this one is an absolute showstopper. It's a statement piece. It comes on this custom driftwood stand. Now this one's big and heavy. It weighs 11.410 pounds, which is just over 5,100 grams, so over 5 kilos. I see them with these open faces all the time, right? Here's the second and third ones. I see them with these open faces all the time. What I have never seen in my life before is this. That goes in there. That's that part of the egg. And it will stay in there. But you can open it up to reveal the gorgeous druzy inside. An absolutely mind-blowing piece, this one, guys. Really, really unique. Like I said, never seen one like that before. So that's the big showstopper in the septarian druzy eggs. Then I have 2 others here. The larger one at the back. This one weighs 5.335 pounds or 2.415 grams. 2,415 grams, 2.415 kilos. So that's the back of that one. These 2 smaller ones, although they're not really small, but they're smaller in comparison to the big one. They will both come on one of these stands here, one of these ornate black wooden stands. So this is the smaller of the 3, and it's still a good almost 3 pounds, 2.8 pounds, which is over 1,300 grams. All right, so I've got 3 of those gorgeous septarian druzy eggs. This is another beautiful piece here. This is a Lemurian a Lemurian clear quartz cluster. All kinds of points growing on the back of this one, and you can see the deep Lemurian striations on it. So beautiful Lemurian quartz cluster there, guys. Get into some hearts here. This is a really pretty rainbow fluorite heart. I'm going to hold it up to the light here so you can get a real clear look at the banding. Just gorgeous. So it's going to come on that stand there. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Did you hear Siri just tell me she didn't understand? There's a ocean jasper heart here. Nice big thick chunky heart, gorgeous colors, really soft. Couple of golden healer hearts and some sodalite and some really beautiful black and white agate hearts here too. I have some more ocean jasper hearts here. Little smaller, that's a dragonstone. A couple of more rainbow fluorites and a lapis lazuli. The other side of the lapis. And then I've got these gorgeous rose aurid clear quartz druzy hearts. So these are just clear quartz with the rose aura. If you don't know what aurid crystals are, guys, I have an information sheet that I've created on those, which tells you all about them, how they achieve the different colors. In a nutshell, it's an alchemical process whereby they take certain metals and bake them onto the natural stones, and it gives them these gorgeous aurid colors. So the stones are 100% natural. The alchemical process to color them this way is man-made. So here's a beautiful clear quartz double point in a custom wooden stand as well. So this one weighs 6.225 pounds, or almost just under 3 kilograms, 3,000 grams. And then we move into this beautiful citrine cluster. Just points galore on this one. I'm going to pick it up and show you how big it is. Really nice big piece. Beautiful statement piece of citrine here, citrine cluster, natural citrine. And that one is going to weigh 6.380 pounds or 2,870 grams. And then right in front of it, I've got another gorgeous piece of citrine in another custom stand. This is the size of this one. These cathedral points, look at all the smaller points surrounding these larger ones. Pineapple cluster, it's sometimes called as well. Just a beautiful piece, another showstopper there, guys. So a couple of really pretty citrines. And I've got some more clear quartz angel aura hearts here, 2 of those, and an amethyst cluster heart as well. Really flashy blue tiger's eye hearts, got a few of those. And then this really nice big septarian heart bowl. Nice big thick chunky piece of septarian with some natural druzy on the side there. Beautiful piece. And then I've got a couple of these really pretty little jade foo dogs. So these are a traditional Chinese protection kind of stone. They would place them on either side of entryways to ward off evil spirits. I've got an information sheet on those I can share with you as well if you're interested. I have a number of these really pretty massage ones. So I've got howlite here, I've got dream amethyst, I have unikite, another dream amethyst, cambaba jasper, and sodalite, and they're all roughly about that size. And then this is getting more rare, harder to find, and more expensive by the day. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you would know that the Larimar mine, the only Larimar mine in the world in the Dominican Republic, was closed quite some time back now, a year or 2 ago, due to some fatalities in the mine, and it was closed indefinitely. So there is no new Larimar coming onto the market. It's just what's out there. I was able to secure 3 of these Larimar towers. So if you're interested in Larimar, guys, it's only going to get rarer and more expensive, so jump on it. These are very, very cool. These are both sulfur, raw sulfur specimens. Brilliant bright yellow. Some really nice, sharp, unique points. So I've got 2 of those. These are volcano agate towers. Now I'm going to be putting a video towards the end of this larger video that shows you what these and a few of the other stones that I have in stock do under a UV light. They're UV reactive. They're really, really cool. So I'll show you what they do in a few minutes here. I'll tack that video on towards the end. This is the smaller size of them, and then I've got this large one here, this really big one. And you wait till you see what these look like under the black light. They're really pretty like this, but you just wait a few minutes, it's coming. So this large volcano agate tower, that weighs 5,070 pounds. sorry, 5,070 pounds, 5 pounds, 5.070 pounds, or 2,300 grams. So almost 2.5 kilos. And then we've got some beautiful celestite pieces as well. So this is just like a celestite, raw celestite specimen. Doesn't really have a specific shape. But then I have 2 of these celestite hearts as well. So these are quite a good size. Really, really pretty stone, celestite. I love this blue. So I've got 1 heart there and 1 egg here as well. Couple of flames, gorgeous ocean jasper here. Beautiful patterns and colors on this one. Really, really pretty. And then I've got a hematoid quartz, or fire quartz as you might know it, full of rainbows, as all good hematoid quartz should be. Another really gorgeous specimen here, guys. So a couple of flames, and got 2 of these black and white jade owls. So number 1 and number 2. And then here's another statement piece right here. This is a huge fluorite specimen. But if we look real closely on the side here and underneath, which I'll show you in a moment, it's covered in these dogtooth calcite points. And you can see the purpley blue in this fluorite. You can see the cubes very clearly. Look, there's a huge cube right there, another one growing out of it. There's cubes all over this piece. And it is nice and chunky as well. Here's the underside, covered in the dogtooth calcite. Flip it over and show you the front again. And if you get a light source behind this, it'll really light up, especially on the edges, that purpley blue color. So it's just a gorgeous, big, raw fluorite specimen. Now that one weighs 8.345 pounds, or 3,790 grams. Okay, so almost 4 kilos on that one. These are really neat. This looks like coral, but it's stalactites. This is a calcite stalactite. Very, very pretty, very unique piece. Looks like it might even have some mica on the bottom. Really pretty. So I've got 1 of the larger ones there, and then I've got a couple of smaller ones here too. So this again is calcite. And then this is really cool. It's got really, really fine, almost like druzy-like points on it. So 3 of those stalactite pieces, guys. These are big chunks of clear quartz that are just teeming with pyrite. So anytime you have a stone that grows with clear quartz, guys, clear quartz is an energy amplifier. It's what it does. It increases the potency and the power of any stone that it grows with. So this would be a fantastic abundant stone, specifically for attracting wealth. Pyrite, also known as fool's gold, is one of the best stones for abundance and wealth, and pairing it with this clear quartz that it's growing in is really going to up the potency of that, of those abundance properties of the pyrite. Same thing with this one, it's just a little smaller, pyrite in clear quartz. If I go in close enough, you can see the pyrite cubes. Again, just gorgeous pieces, guys. These ones you may have seen before, throwing them in. Again here, this is clear quartz and fluorite together. And let me see if I can get you a good look at these crystals. Yeah, look at the little fine needle clear quartz crystals all over these pieces, guys. Such a spectacular stone. I've had these in a few times and they sell immediately. So if you like what you're seeing here, guys, jump on these. I've got 3 pieces. This is number 2 here. You can see the fluorite cubes. Lots of little caves and stuff in this one. And then this is the 3rd piece here as well. Beautiful pieces, guys. Clear quartz and fluorite. All right, let's jump into this little K Syrah freeform here. It's kind of like almost like a flame shape, but this is K Syrah, so just one of those. This is a massive clear quartz cluster here, a root cluster. So it's all growing from this one centralized root. There's two really large points that are surrounded by a bunch of smaller points. This is the other side. So I've just got this one of these. And again, this is a big statement piece here. That piece, what do we got here? I've got a chart on my wall over here that tells me how much some of these weigh. Clear quartz root. This is 6.490 pounds or 2,945 grams. So almost 3 kilos there, over 6 pounds. All right, so now we're going to get into these gorgeous auraed crystals. So these are all clear quartz that have been aura coated. Okay, so again, the aura coating is the alchemical man-made process over the natural stone. So we start here at the back with these tanzine and lavender combinations. So I've got, what, 3-4 of these. So it's the purple and the blue tanzine lavender aura. This one's cool. It almost reminds me of a teepee. And then number 3 and number 4 here. And then I've got 4 of just the straight up lavender aura. Just spectacular colors on these auraed crystals, guys. Really, really beautiful. So I've got 4 of those. And then I've got these titanium aura clusters as well. So all kinds of points all over these with the titanium aura coating on them. So I've got, what, 7 of those. And then I've just got the straight up tanzine aura, so just the blue. There will be a little bit of a shimmer of purple on these, but these are the tanzine aura. So I've got this big one here, and then 2 smaller ones in the front there. And then I've got this really cool moss agate Merkaba. If you haven't seen my other Merkabas, guys, I've got a couple in shungite that are about this size, and then a couple of other big ones in green zebra jasper, and then some little tiny ones in rose quartz and clear quartz. So ask me about those if you're interested. These are another specimen that I'm going to show you under the black light in a few minutes. These are ruby kyanite towers, okay? So I've got 6 of these smaller sized ones. And they're going to light up like a Christmas tree under the UV light, and they will go with this one right behind it. This is another ruby kyanite. This is ruby fuchsite, my bad, not ruby kyanite. So ruby fuchsite here, and then ruby fuchsite in the front there, and the little ones. Nice, big, chunky lapis lazuli tower with just tons of pyrite in it. I think the more pyrite in lapis lazuli, the better quality it is, personally, for me. That's a really gorgeous piece. And then I have this really big citrine tower as well. Gorgeous, big, chunky citrine. Now that citrine piece weighs 4.475 pounds or just under 2 kilograms, just under 2,000 grams. This is super unique, guys. This is flower agate. So I would call this kind of shape like a slab tower, because it's really just a big slab of flower agate that's been cut into a tower. But the best part of this is all this botryoidal growth on the face of it. That bulbousy kind of round, bubbly kind of growth, that's called botryoidal, and it's really, really cool. This is a really unique piece, guys. And then I have this dendritic agate piece as well. So this is going to have some transparency to it. If I hold it up to the light here, you can see through it. So this is dendritic agate. So just one of those. And I guess I'll just take you across the back here with these towers. These two you're going to see again in a few minutes as well. These are ruby zoisite, another UV reactive stone. This is sodalite. These are 2 large shungite towers. And if you have not been following me for long, you may not know that I have a definitive way to test my shungite for authenticity. There's a lot of fake shungite floating around, and I have a really easy and foolproof method to test that. I just use a multimeter, and I've actually got a video recording how I do that. But the reason I'm mentioning that is to tell you that all of my shungite pieces, as soon as I get them in, I test them with my multimeter to determine that they're authentic, and these all pass the test. So I've got the 2 larger ones and the 4 shorter ones in the front there. This is a really pretty rhodonite tower, gorgeous pinks in this rhodonite with the black veins running through it. And then this is pyrite. And then this is chocolate calcite with some gorgeous druzy bugs in the bottom. And then I've got another smaller citrine tower here, like the bigger one. A couple of smaller pyrite towers as well. And then a smaller sodalite tower too. This one looks like it's got lightning all over it. It's such a cool piece, this one. Okay, this is an Afghan jade phantom skull. I've never seen one like this before. It's really, really cool. If you like skulls, and there are plenty of people that do, I find skulls are either a you love them or you hate them piece. A lot of people are just kind of scared of them. And a lot of people love them. I'm in the latter category. I absolutely love my skulls. And this is a really spectacular one. This is Afghan jade. And it's a skull with like a hood on. So he looks like a phantom. And this guy's pretty heavy too. He's 5.380 pounds or 2,400, so 2,409 grams. So almost 2.5 kilos. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Eddie character from Iron Maiden, from the Power Slave album. For all you metalheads out there, you fellow metalheads, God love yous. Eddie from Power Slave. Very cool. All right, so where are we at? Got a bunch of other skulls here too. So this is Dragonstone. Really nice Dragonstone specimen. This is a volcano agate skull. You're going to see what this one looks like in a couple of minutes here. In my blacklight videos. This is K Syrah, so same kind of stone as this little freeform here. This is a K Syrah skull. And then this is sphalerite, beautiful druzy in this skull. Really fine, velvety druzy. Gorgeous sphalerite. This is terahertz, guys. This is a man-made material, but I love these terahertz skulls. Reminds me of the Terminator. Love it. So terahertz, even though it's man-made, still has metaphysical properties, and I have an information sheet on that. This is a gorgeous little Picasso jasper skull as well. So we'll stick with the kind of scully themes and move on to these dragons. This is nephrite jade. Nice, good size dragon head here. This is Afghan jade, so just like the phantom skull. This is an Afghan jade dragon head. Beautiful detail on these carvings. And this is an unpolished black obsidian dragon head. The polished stuff looks really cool, but I think this unpolished stuff looks equally as good. It's like a black matte finish. So I've got 3 of those larger dragon heads, and then I've got some smaller ones here too. This is tiger's eye, nice flashy tiger's eye piece. Look at the bling on that guy. And then I have 3 each of these smaller silver sheen black obsidian dragons. You can see the silver sheen on those, so 3 of those, and then 3 of the smaller clear quartz dragon heads as well. Got a really cute little sunstone bear here. Just a little bear carving. He's gorgeous. I've got a couple of gorgeous sardonyx palm stones. Really sweet banding on those. 3:33 video time. And another smaller one here. So just 2 of the sardonyx. This is a really pretty golden healer palm stone. just one of those. Black obsidian raven. These are always super popular, guys. So I've just got one of those. And then this cool black obsidian horse head. So this is the polished black obsidian and a gorgeous horse. So just one of those. Moving on to these carnelian bowls, guys. I've got these in 4 different sizes. This one's even hollow. I don't know how well you can see from the video, but that's a hole, and inside you can kind of see the druzy blinging in there. So really nice patterning around the outside too. So I've got that one. I've got this one here. All really nice patterns and colors on these carnelian bowls, guys. This is the third, and this is the last one. Really pretty banding on this one too. Gorgeous carnelian bowls. So you saw the small foo dogs earlier. These are the larger ones. So we kind of stick them side by side so you can get an idea for the size difference. So these ones are quite large. And these are sold in pairs, guys. Okay, they work in tandem as a protection stone, as I mentioned. So they are sold as a pair, and that's the smaller one. This is smithsonite. I've never had smithsonite in before. I've got 3 smithsonite towers here, guys. So really nice druzy vugs on these specimens. So that's the second one, and this is number 3. And then I've got a couple of really nice black tourmaline polished towers as well. So I've got 2 of those. One's a little bigger than the other one. And then I've got these 2 orgonite pyramids here. So these are amethyst chips. And this is lapis lazuli, a little smaller. And then I've got a whole bunch of other orgonite pyramids too, guys, in all kinds of different colors and stones and all kinds of stuff. So let me know if you're interested in those. All right, we're almost done with this table. I've got 4 of these pistachio calcite towers. Just gorgeous soft greens in these. They're all roughly the same size, some beautiful banding in them as well. Pistachio calcite. These are hematoid quartz, so like the flame I showed you earlier. Again, sometimes known as fire quartz. These are full of rainbows. They are all roughly the same size. Beautiful hematoid quartz specimens here in towers, guys. So I've got 6 of those. And then these are some real showstoppers here. These are smoky quartz double terminated points. So pick each of them up. These are full of rainbows too. Like, look, the whole inside of this thing is basically one big rainbow. Beautiful big smoky quartz here, guys. Double terminated points. So there's one. Here's the second. So these are longer examples, and then these 3 are short, fat ones, but they're really big and chunky. And these are all like super transparent too. Like, look at the clarity on that. They're all the same like that. So that's the first of the shorter, fatter ones. Here's the second of the shorter, fatter ones. And then I'm going to call this the little guy, but he's still pretty chunky. Again, beautiful clarity. These even have some phantoms in them. So that's the size of him. And then let me show you the clarity of these 2 longer ones as well. Really sexy pieces of smoky quartz here, guys. Yum, yum, yum. And I think to close it out, I just have these 2 little amethyst cluster towers. So 1 and 2. All right, I think that covers it for this table, so give you a quick sweep over one last time. I'm going to pull all the stones off of this table and relocate them, and then I'm going to load the table up with the rest of the contents from my latest order. So part 2 of this video will follow momentarily. So as I usually do, there's always 1 or 2 pieces that I forget to show you close-ups of, and in this case it's these 2 here. So we've got this gorgeous smoky citrine piece on the left in a custom wooden stand, so it easily pops out of the stand. It's just a really beautiful smoky citrine full of rainbows again. This one's got phantoms in it. You can see on the right hand side there, like right near my finger there, you can see those phantoms, and just again rainbows galore. Let me hold this one up to the light so you can take a look through. Beautiful clarity once again. Look at the phantoms in that. Oh my gosh. Just, this is an absolutely gorgeous piece, guys. And then again, in this beautiful little custom driftwood stand. So we've got that, just one of those, and then just one of these. I've never seen these before. This is a sphalerite squirrel. So gorgeous little squirrel carving in sphalerite. But the really cool part is the tail, which is all of these gorgeous little clear quartz needle points. Beautiful little sphalerite squirrel, that one. So I wanted to give you a look at those 2 gorgeous pieces as well. Alright guys, I wanted to give you all a look at some of the different types of stones that I have that will react under a UV light or a black light. One thing I'd ask you to keep in mind though is that what I'm seeing with my naked eye in terms of the degree to which these stones fluoresce is nothing even close to what it looks like on the camera. It's much brighter to the naked eye. I really struggle trying to catch the amount of fluorescence on these stones on the camera. But I do want to show you, or at least try to show you, the different kinds of stones that I have that will light up like a Christmas tree under a UV light. So the first type of stone is, I'm not sure if it's a new find in the mineral world. It's certainly new to me. I've only seen it on the market for a couple of months now, and it's this stuff. It's called volcano agate. So mostly you'll get these slime, like lime fluorescent green flashes under a UV light, but some of them have some really like bright hot pink as well. So this is what volcano agate looks like just under a regular light. And now I'm going to shut the light off and bring out my trusty UV flashlight and see how bright I can get them to go under the UV. All right, now I can't get it as dark as I'd like to. I'm set up right next to a window here, and it's super bright outside, so there's some light coming in, but I've got the scene about as dark as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the flashlight here, and already you can see how these are lighting up. Look at that really slimy green, like fluorescent neon green color, and the pinks. So this is a big volcano agate tower. I've got some smaller towers here in front of it, and then I've got 4 spheres right now, and then this skull in the foreground. So really cool stones, super fluorescent. Let me turn this guy around here and see what he's got going on the back. Okay, he's got a small vein of fluorescent green on the back, and then some really nice druzy and more fluorescent green veins on that side there as well, and big druzy vugs in the front of it. And then these spheres, lots of green and pink on these spheres. And again, the camera's not doing them justice in terms of the brightness of these colors, but you can see that they've all got really gorgeous greens and pinks on them. This skull's got a really heavy slime green. Look at that, look how bright it is at the back there. Just fascinating stones, guys. All the little towers have the same thing going on. Big, huge, bright green spot in the front of this sphere over here on the right. And then more of the same kind of stuff on this little sphere here too. So this is volcano agate, guys. I'll move on and show you another kind now. Okay, so the next stone I want to show you guys is ruby zoisite, and this is what that looks like. It's green and pink, and under a UV light, that pink is going to really light up. So let me go ahead and kill the lights and hit my UV flashlight. And you can see all those bright pink spots. That's all the ruby, and it's going to really fluoresce. And once again, guys, the color is such a deeper, darker, poppier pink than the camera's picking up. Like, it's super neon pink. But you can see all the spots here that are pink on these specimens. Just give them all a bit of a turn. And you can see it's all over every side of these pieces, guys. So this is ruby zoisite, and it's another gorgeous UV reactive stone. All right, next cab off the rank. All right, guys, this is ruby fuchsite. So again, it's going to be ruby in a matrix of a different kind of stone. Last time we looked at ruby in zoisite, or ruby zoisite. This time it's ruby in fuchsite, or ruby fuchsite. So again, you're going to have these gorgeous pinks that are going to pop under a UV light. To the naked eye, this is what they look like. There's some gorgeous greens in there. Let me go ahead and kill the lights though, and bring the UV light into play. And look at all that pink. Just gorgeous, beautiful, hot pinks. And yet again, guys, the video not doing these pieces any justice at all. Like, they're like a fiery hot pink. So cool. And again, they're going to be on every part of these towers. I've only got the ruby fuchsite and towers right now. I may have some spheres coming. I'll have to double check, but for now it's just the towers. But you can see on all sides, lots of gorgeous, fluorescent, hot 80s pink. Gotta love it. All right, I've got a couple more stones to show you under the UV light. Okay, the last of the stones that I have in stock that are going to be UV reactive, and I'm not saying that what I'm showing you are the only stones in the mineral kingdom that will react under a UV light. These are just the ones that I have in stock right now. So the last of those is going to be the eupalite, which is the skull on the left, and pink calcite, which is the large Merkaba and the 3 hearts in the foreground. So again, this is what they look like just under regular light. Let me kill the lights and once again bring on the UV. Wow, and you can see how much that pink calcite flashes. We'll start with the eupalite though. So to the naked eye, there are just spots of like fluorescent orange all over this skull. It's a really cool piece. Really unique stone, this one. Once again, it's called eupalite. They find this a lot up in the Great Lakes area, up in Michigan and the UP, up around that way, Lake Superior. Very common up there. And then, of course, these are the pink calcite. So I've got 3 hearts. These are Peruvian pink calcite stones. The one on the right is super flashy. Really pink under a UV. And then this Merkaba is just spectacular. It's so fluorescent. If I hit the light directly on it, it kind of washes out, but if I pull the light off to the side a little bit so that it doesn't get the full UV beam, it really glows hard, hot pink. It's really cool. So that's all my UV reactive stones that I have in stock right now, guys. If you see any that you love, let me know. Hey, I'm back with the second table in this second video set for September's new inventory. This is the rest of my latest order that I've been unboxing and shooting videos and pricing and inventorying over the last week. So take you in for a flyby over all of the pieces here, and then we'll go over them in greater detail. Lots of gorgeous new spheres and sphere holders, guys. Such a wide variety of sphere holders now. So much beauty on the table here. Lots of new bracelets and bangles. Flashy labs. Awesome new pendants. And then tons of new different kinds of tumbled stones as well. And then a bunch of different kinds of smudge sticks and Palo Santo. All right, guys, that's your flyby. Let's take a closer look. All right, let's jump in, guys. We'll start with these bracelets in the middle here. I have it's either over 50 or 60 different varieties of bracelets. These are just the ones that I've just gotten in this last order. But I have stacks of bracelets, guys. So if there's any particular bracelet stone type you're looking for, let me know. There's a good chance I have it. So these are terahertz bracelets here. And these are angelite. This is a terahertz bangle. I actually bought this for myself because I love it, but it's too small to fit over my knuckles. So some lucky person's gonna get that terahertz bangle. I've got some gorgeous citrine here, kunzite. This is fire quartz or hematoid quartz. This is aquamarine, and these three here are chrysocolla. This is a phosphosiderite bracelet, blue fluorite, and then I've got some gorgeous seraphinite bracelets with larger beads and a couple with smaller beads. I've got just 3 malachite bracelets left. These are clear quartz angel aura bracelets. This is magnetic hematite, and then the evil eye bracelets. I've got a few garnets, and this is rainbow obsidian. Look at the flash on that rainbow obsidian. It's a really cool little pattern. They're like parallelograms almost. So that's my bracelets, guys. Let's jump over here to the left. These are volcano agate spheres. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. At this point, you've already seen what the volcano agates do under a UV light. Beautiful, beautiful stones, highly UV reactive with like fluorescent green and pink flash. I've got this gorgeous banded black and white agate sphere and a really pretty lapis lazuli sphere that's got a bunch of pyrite in it. Speaking of pyrite, I have these 2 bad boys right here, and then 3 gorgeous shungite spheres. So these are the size of the shungite, just to give you a rough idea. This is the largest of the volcano agates, really big size sphere. And then I've got this gorgeous red smelting glass sphere as well. This thing looks just amazing on a either a white light or a color changing LED stand. This is, I think, my last Caribbean calcite sphere. Nice big sphere, gorgeous colors in this one. And then I've got some rainforest jaspers. This is really cool here. There's like a little metal owl stand. Got a palm stone sitting on the bottom, and then a little rose quartz, clear quartz rose aura sphere. Couple of dream amethysts there. These two are tiger iron. I've got a couple of beautiful howlite spheres here as well. And then over into the really pretty druzy sphelerite stuff. Look at the bling on these guys. Gorgeous spheres. This is phoenix stone. This is an amethyst, and it's gonna have some gorgeous rainbow action inside of that one. I've got rose quartz and pink amethyst. This is hematite. Nice blingy hematite there. And I've got a few ruby zoisite spheres as well, and you've seen what they also will do under a UV light. And then this big, gorgeous fluorite and pyrite sphere here. And it's sitting on my Sacred Geometry white light LED stand. And then I've got these driftwood stands as well. So I have these that hold 1, 2, 3, or 4 spheres, and they're all natural driftwood. These are not resin or plastic molds. They are all uniquely shaped pieces of natural driftwood. And I've got a bunch of those, and there'll be a video for all those very soon. 3 clear quartz angel aura spheres on this one, and a couple of dream amethyst spheres here. And then some really beautiful citrine towers. These are full of rainbows, guys. You grab one here and see if I can show you on the camera. There's just rainbows all through these. Beautiful clarity, just gorgeous pieces of citrine. And then I've got 3 of these little pyrite mini skulls and a couple of really pretty orca agate palm stones. All right, I want to show you these sphere holders, guys. I'll do the best I can to give you a look at these. So this one's a dragon claw up in the back here, and then I've got these beautiful fairies or angels, whichever you prefer. So I have them pink and blue and silver and kind of blue and pink. And then I've got this lotus hand, gold and black lotus hand. So it's like a hand with a lotus flower sitting on top of it. And then this guy's super cool, this little Buddha. The sphere sits in his 3 fingers there like that. And then this owl that's perched under a tree, I have that in silver and another one here in black. And then I've got these Mother Earth stands as well in black, silver, and bronze. And then this is really cool here. It's a couple of wolves on either side of like a totem pole. So just the one of those in that bluey purpley kind of color. And then I've got a bunch of these ones. This is like a baby dragon with its tree wrapped around its tail wrapped around a tree trunk. Just reaching behind me to grab another one just to show you kind of the size and give you some more detail. So I've got those in purple, blue, gold, and this one here, which is like more of a silver with purple accents rather than that one that's fully purple. So that's a blue one and that's a gold one. Then I've also got these 2 dolphin styles here. And then I've got these dragons as well. And again, reaching behind me to grab one of these. So this is kind of like a dragon with its wings starting to unfurl. And that's what they look like. Kind of sitting on a rock there. Really cool looking sphere stands, those. And then I've got this style here. I've got this in silver and in purple. And then here's a closer look at the purple one. So it's a dragon with his arms folded and sitting beside this tree with a bunch of roses and vines and leaves on it. Very cool design. And then I've got these bears too. So it's like a bear sitting in a hollowed out tree trunk. I've got it in white, in silver, and in gold. And here's the size of it. This is one of the gold ones. So I've got a few of those. I've just got one of this Buddha here. It's like a Thai style Buddha. And then I've got a few of this type. This is, I call this the triple goddess stand. So it has the maiden, mother, and crone, and she looks like this. This is the maiden, the mother, and the crone, so it's the triple aspect of the goddess. So I have that in gold, in black, and in silver, and this brown one here. And then I have these owl spheres. They're like a triple owl kind of motif. So I've got them in this purpley blue color. There's a silver there, there's a silver and black, and there's a purple and black, and then there's a white one right up the back here, and this is what they look like close up. So you've got 1, 2, 3 owls. Really cool sphere stands. So I've got some really stunning rainbow fluorite pieces in this order, guys. So I've got 3 slabs here. I'm not going to hold them all up to the light, but I will hold one of them up. Look at the colors in that. Oh my gosh. So all 3 of them have those brilliant colors in them. So 3 of the slabs. And then I've got these, what I call slab towers, rainbow fluorite. So here's the big one. Look at that's just spectacular. Like, it doesn't get much better than rainbow fluorite. Look at that turquoisey aqua blue color in contrast with the pinky purple. Just amazing pieces of fluorite, these guys. And every one of them has this spectacular patterning and banding and coloring. So that's number 2. This is number 3. And then number 4. And then number 5. This one's a little bit of a paler color. You know what, I am going to show you all the slabs. So you saw number 1, so this is number 2. Those colors are just magic. And then this is number 3. Rainbow fluorite, one of my favorite types of stones, guys. All right, so speaking of rainbow fluorite, I have this really cool little leaf bowl here. So it's concaved out in the shape of a leaf. And then this is really unique. I've not seen anything like this before. This is a rainbow fluorite rose carving. Some nice transparency and some beautiful, like really pale green and some purple banding. And then this is green fluorite. This is just a green fluorite wand. Nice size. It's got some rainbow action in it as well. And then we get into the labs. I'll start a new video for these. All right, let's take a look at these labs, guys. So this first one here is called a sunset lab. It's the predominantly red and orange flash. And I could take an hour's worth of video of this piece and shoot 100 photos and I still wouldn't be able to catch all of the flash that goes on in these labs. Labs are notoriously difficult to photograph and capture their true beauty because the light hits them from so many different directions to the naked eye that you just don't see on camera. And even under different lighting conditions, like this will look totally different in this video than it might if I was to take it outside and shoot a video of it outside in the natural light. But just beautiful, beautiful flash on both sides of this. So that's the sunset lab. The rest are going to be purple labs. Purple is always much, much rarer to find in labradorite than the other colors. But again, full face flash here, guys. Got some reds and oranges, but predominantly purple. Some blues on it as well. And then on the reverse side, we've got all this purple full face flash here on the reverse side as well. Beautiful stone, labradorite, another one of my favorites. So that's the biggest purple lab. Then I've got a few smaller ones as well. Really bright purple flash on this one. Both sides. I haven't spent enough time with these labs yet to know which are the best angles to to catch the flash from. Oh, there we go, look at that. So that's the less flashy side. So there's that one, and then this one. That whole side is purple and blue flash. And then you've got this gorgeous flash on the back here too, which introduces some of the other colors as well, but still lots of purple on the back of that one. And then this is the smallest of them. And again, full face purple flash here. And also on the back. So beautiful labs, guys. I've got malachite, azurite in for the first time in a long time. I've got 4 raw natural azurite specimens, and the bling on these is just spectacular. That blue is just gorgeous. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's super blingy too, and 4. Such an amazing stone, azurite. All right, so then we move into these raw malachite specimens, guys. This is really good quality malachite. The velvety appearance of this flash denotes a high quality malachite piece, and you can see how it shimmers. To the naked eye, it looks like velvet. And it's all over these pieces, guys. So there's 1, 2, I don't know if you can hear my puppy scratching herself. 3, so flashy and just gorgeous. And then there's 4 more pieces down here. I'm not going to pick them all up. 5 more pieces down here. 6, can't count. And then I've got some polished malachite tumbles. These are real pretty as well. So I've got 4 of those. Sticking with the malachite, I've also got these hearts. So these are rounded malachite hearts, but they have a flat back on them. So I have 5 of those. And then I've got these gorgeous malachite pendants too. So 5 of those. And again, like the hearts, they're going to be rounded on the top with a flat back. Then I also have some seraphinite, super rare stone, guys, really high vibrational stone, great for working with the seraphim, with the angels. I've got, 8 of these little slabs and 5 of these little mini spheres. So that's the size of the spheres. They're all like super flashy with some really gorgeous patterns on them. And then this is one of the slabs. These always go real quickly, the seraphinite, guys, so jump on. Speaking of gorgeous, this is charoite. Charoite is one of my favorite stones. The patterns on these things are absolutely divine. So I have 4 of these charoite pendants. I've got a couple of bismuth owls. They are not pendants. These are also not pendants. These are bismuth feathers. But these are pendants. I have aquamarine and kunzite. Just to give you an idea of how big these are. These have some nice transparency to them as well. So 2 aquamarine and 2 kunzite pendants. Sticking with pendants, I've got these really gorgeous hematite carvings. So I've got 4 dolphins. It's like a pair of dolphins on each one. I've got a couple of wolves' heads, 1 butterfly, 1 dragonfly, and then I've got a selection of these angel wings as well in hematite. I've got a few raw citrine bottle stoppers. So any of you guys like to have a bottle of wine and maybe need to plug the top on it, those are great for that. And a few more pendants here. These are clear quartz that are filled with rainbows. So they're just wrapped around the sphere and just full of rainbows. So I've got 3 of those. And then I've got a few of these really pretty silver sheen black obsidian moon pendants as well. A few more dream amethyst spheres here, guys, and these are sitting in one of my large square selenite bowls, which are still available. So if you're interested in a selenite bowl, don't forget, guys, selenite is a fantastic way to charge and cleanse your stones. I always prefer to either do it under the full moon or in the ocean. That is, of course, not always possible for everyone, and the full moon only being once a month. If you need a quick charge on any of your stones, selenite is a stone that will charge other stones and also cleanse them as well. So if you want selenite, guys, let me know. I've got these in bowls, in slabs, got all kinds of cool selenite stuff. This is a ocean jasper palm stone, nice big size palm stone, guys. And then this gorgeous flat piece of clear quartz with these beautiful little clear quartz points all over them. Rainbows all through this. Really pretty little clear quartz cluster. I've got a couple of these black tourmaline palm stones, awesome protection stones, black tourmaline. I've got some really pretty amethyst moons, and then some kunzite tumbles, and then I've got black tourmaline tumbles in 2 different sizes. These are the larger size, and then I've got these smaller ones here too. So black tourmaline. This is dendritic opal, also called merlinite. So any of you that have an affinity with Merlin, the character from Arthurian lore, this is a great stone to bring in the Merlin energy, merlinite. These are ametrine freeforms, little ametrine freeforms. So you can see that these have some orange and yellow in them. Ametrine is basically a combination of citrine and amethyst. Citrine forms when amethyst is heated in the earth, and it turns from amethyst into citrine. So the ametrine is going to be partially heated amethyst that hasn't fully completed its conversion to citrine yet. Amethyst is a gorgeous, ametrine is a gorgeous stone, so is amethyst. And these are amethyst freeforms, okay? So I've got these in various sizes and shapes. You can see this one's got rainbows all over it. So I've got the ametrine and amethyst freeforms. This is raw amber, guys. Pick one of these up just to give you an idea of the size. Beautiful amber. These are rhodochrosite tumbles. And then these are jet tumbles. Any of the black stones, guys, are going to be great protection stones. This is petrified wood. And again, these are all roughly the same kind of size tumbles as each other. So petrified wood, and then I've got a bunch of this. Like I've got 3 kilos of these gorgeous little clear quartz needle points. These are, in my opinion, essential. If you want a crystal grid, these are used to connect the crystals to each other. You put them between each of the crystals in your grid, and they keep the energy flowing from one crystal to the other. I don't make crystal grids without these. So I've got a bunch of the clear quartz needle points. I have this gorgeous pink amethyst slab here. This will come on a stand, as will the rainbow fluorite slabs. Beautiful druzy in this piece. Nice, thick, chunky pink amethyst slab. I've got beautiful selenite spheres here. So this one's on my color changing lotus style LED stand, and this one's just on a plain white round wooden disc stand. And then we move into abalone shells. I've just got a few of these large ones left. I've got a bunch of smaller ones, but just a few of the larger abalone shells left, and I use these all the time when I smudge. And then we move into the actual smudge sticks themselves. So this is blue sage. These are rosemary. These 4 here. This is regular white sage. These 3 here are juniper. This one here is cedar, and the one on the end is eucalyptus. And then I've got stacks of Palo Santo, guys. So I've got all your smudging needs here. And I think that might be it. Give me a second here just to go back over the table. I give you guys another swoop over as I do to make sure I haven't missed anything. I think we're good. All right. So, guys, that is all of my new stock. Once again, please do not make the mistake if you are new in assuming that this is all of my crystal inventory. This is just the stuff that's come in the last week in this entire video. So again, if you see anything you like, guys, grab a screenshot, pause the video, grab a screenshot, circle the piece, send it to me in a DM. You can get me on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok at Sage of Stones. You can also get me on my Facebook business page at facebook.com/sageofstones, or you can email me at sales@sageofstones.com as well. You could also comment in the comment section of this video down below. I'm trying to do a better job of staying on top of those comments. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Thanks. So guys, thanks so much for your time. Have a great weekend, and please jump on anything that you see as quickly as you can, because this stuff has been selling like hotcakes, and I expect that to continue when I release these videos. I love you guys. Thank you for your support, your friendship, your love. Have an awesome weekend. Talk to you soon.